Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Gaura Chandra, Jaya Parama Karuna, Jaya Nitai 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 Gaura Chandra, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. A little bit louder, please. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. We'd like to welcome everybody. We'd like to welcome everybody this evening for Sri Padayatra 2024. Haribo! I hope many of you were on the walk with us, and I hope you enjoyed the walk. We're humbly requesting everybody at the back under the tent. There are many chairs here. Those chairs were meant for those who come late and if there isn't any space here. But there's a lot of space here, so please come over on this side. This is not my request, this is Prabhupada Prabhu's request, so please don't think. And everyone who is around and about, please come for Kirtan. And we'll start the main program in a few. Please, everybody, under the tents, you can please come on this side. If you want something to cover your head, if you're wondering about the Jew, there are some chairs at the side here as well that you can use. You don't necessarily need the tent. And those of us who are here can please come forward and fill up the chairs in front. Sometimes when we're on the stage and it's just us alone and we don't see anybody but chairs in front, it's a bit discouraging for us, at least for me. So please, everybody, please come as close as possible. It's way nicer when we're together and as close as possible. So thank you very much for cooperating. We'll have His Grace Tejas Prabhu doing a few minutes of kirtan for us. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare
Hare Krishna. The Lordship Shri Shri Paramakarna Nitai Gaura Chanda Ki, Srila Prabhupada Ki. So we'd like to take this beautiful opportunity here this evening, along with His Grace Mahendra Prabhu and his family, to welcome each and every one of you here for a special evening, an evening of kirtan, evening of glorification, evening of hearing a little the history or thoughts on the walking festival, Padayatra. So of course this year, or this time around this year, on the East Coast, Georgetown vicinity, we are lucky to at least have one session of Padayatra. Maybe it wasn't thought of earlier, but many of you may know that around this time, just 2 days ago, on the 25th of this month, we would normally celebrate the anniversary, installation anniversary of their Lordship, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who is none other than Krishna and Balaram in Krishna's pastime 5,000 years ago. Or even if you want to take it back a little or much more farther back than that, they are none other than Lord Ramachandra and Lakshman in the pastime of Lord Ram. They are the incarnation of this age of Kali Yuga that came a little over 500 years ago to propagate the Yuga Dharma, or the process to attain mukti, liberation, through the congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord that is recommended for this age. And part of Mahaprabhu's, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission was by foot, going from village to village, from door to door, and instruct his followers, his disciples, to do the same. So pretty much Padayatra is in that mood of Mahaprabhu, going from door to door, from street to street, from village to village. Generally, Padayatra goes on for many days. In India, it can go on for a whole month. In different countries around the world, it can go on for a week, 4 days, 6 days, 3 days. Depend on the availability and participation of everyone. So generally the mood is you walk during the day from one village to another, and you set up a pandal style of setting, similar kind of setting, like open air kind of setting, like the one we're having here this evening. You invite the villagers and you distribute sanctified food, prasadam, introduce persons to Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic texts, like we have at the cross, at the road here. Distribute abundant Mahaprasadam, sanctified food that was prepared and offered to their lordships as their mercy to everyone. And then, more than that, or addition to that, is that you get an opportunity to associate with sadhus, with saintly persons, with devotees, and mix and get to hear from them, and just to get to see them means a lot. So as we welcome you here this evening for this one session of Padayatra Festival, we would like to acknowledge the presence of each and every one of you, and also put your hands together for those who would have participated in the parade from Mandipo's market, coming all the way through some of the streets in the village here, and then end up at the location here. Maybe later on you will see some video clips for those of you who didn't attend, or even for those who attend, you will see some video clips maybe on YouTube. You can check it out tonight or tomorrow. You'll see in and around Mandipo's market, devotees were there, ecstatic kirtan was going on. They were distributing sweets in boxes and in little parcels like that. They were distributing books. So these are all, you can describe it as a mercy mission. A mercy mission to bring spirituality, to bring about spiritual awakening, to encourage everyone to take up a little bit more serious the practice of devotional service, Krishna consciousness, or devotional service towards the Supreme Lord. So to continue this evening, I would like to humbly request His Grace. Of course, already we had 2 sessions of kirtan here from Govinda Prabhu from Borbis and our dear Tejas from Borbis also. So I'd like to humbly request His Grace Mayapur Chandradoya Prabhu as a continued reflection on the mercy that we would have received, that 15 years ago their Lordship would have agreed to appear in our presence. We would have performed an installation ceremony, Pran Pratishta. So in the mood of honoring the 15th anniversary of their Lordship, I'd like to ask Mayapur Chandradoya Prabhu to please do Paramakarna, the special Vaishnava bhajan for us, which also glorify their Lordships. So Mayapur Chandradoya Prabhu and team. Later on in the program, we'll be hearing immediately after this bhajan a few thoughts, a few presentations by different individuals, and the peak of it will be presentation by His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami, who is called or labeled around the world, at least the Vaishnava world, as the walking monk. And this is a walking festival, so it will be good to hear from the walking monk. So over to my Pochandra there, Prabhu.
Before we sing, we'll just read the translation for this beautiful bhajan. The translation is as follows. The two lords, Nitai and Gaurachandra, who are standing before us, are very merciful. They are the essence of all incarnations. The specific significance of these incarnations is that they introduced a process of chanting and dancing that is simply joyful. My dear brother, I request that you just worship Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda with firm faith and conviction. If one wants to be Krishna conscious, by this process, one has to give up his engagement in sense gratification. One simply has to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Hare without any motive. My dear brother, just try to examine this. Within the three worlds, there is no one like Lord Chaitanya or Lord Nityananda. Their merciful qualities are so great that upon hearing them, even birds and beasts cry and stones melt. But Lochan Das, the author of the bhajan, regrets that I am entrapped by sense gratification. Since I have no attraction for the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, then Yamaraj, the superintendent of death, is punishing me by not allowing me to be attracted by this movement. Shishi Paramakarunitai Gaurachandra Ki.
So the names for our beautiful Lord standing there, it's Parama Karuna Nitai Gaurachandra. And Nitai is to your left and Lord Chaitanya, which is Gaurachandra, is to your right. So the chorus, when we chorus, we will say Nitai Gaurachandra. Everybody think they can remember that? Please repeat. Nitai Gaurachandra. So let's do it all together. Nitai Gaurachandra. So that's our chorus. Please help us by chorusing and clapping your hands. Parama Karuna Pahudoy Jana Nitai Gaurachandra Parama Karuna Pahudoy Jana
Nitai Gaurachandra Sabayavatara Sarasiromani Kevalananda Kanna Sabayavatara Sarasiromani Kevalananda Kanna Nitai Gaurachandra. Everybody together. Nitai Gaurachandra. Nitai Gaurachandra
Parama Karuna Pahudoy Jana Nitai Gaurachandra
Parama Karuna Pahudijana Nitai Gaurachandra
Sabayavatara Sarashiromani Kevalananda Kanda Sabayavatara Sarashiromani Kevalananda
Kanda
Nitai Gaurachandra. Loudly. Jai Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
Bhaja Bhaja Bhai Chaitanya Nitai Shuddhida Vishwasa Kore. Bhaja Bhaja Bhai Chaitanya Nitai Shuddhida Vishwasa Kore. Vishayacharya Sera se majya Mukhe bolo Hari Hari. Vishayacharya Sera se majya Mukhe bolo Hari Hari. Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
Louder, right? Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
देखो और भाई त्रिभुवनेना हेमना दयाला दाता. देखो रे भाई
Tribhuvanina Vimuna Doyala Data.
पशुपा के जुरे पाषाण विधरे सुन जारा गुण गाता. पशुपा के जुरे पाषाण विधरे सुन जारा गुण गाता. Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
Amar Nitai Gaurachandra.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
संसार मजिया रोहिया श्रीपदे न हिलो आशा. संसार मजिया रोहिली पोरिया श्रीपदे न हिलो
आशा.
अपन कर्मा भुंजये शमना काहोए लोचन दासा.
अपना कर्मा
भुंजये शमना काहोए लोचन गौरचंद्रा.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
अमर निताय गौरचंद्रा.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
परम करुणा पहु दुई जना निताय गौरचंद्रा. सभयावतार सर शिरोमणि केवलानंद कंदा.
Sabhavatara Sarasiromani Kevalananda.
जय निताय गौरचंद्रा.
Nitai Gaurachandra.
जय निताय गौरचंद्रा. Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Parama Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra Parama Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra
Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra. Shri Shri Parama Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra Bhagwan Ki.
Hare Krishna, put your hands together for Mayapur Prabhu for this wonderful bhajan. Paramakarna Pahu Dojana Nitai Gaura Chandra. And the name of their lordship is Sri Sri Paramakarna Nitai Gaura Chandra. They are the Lord at our temple in UG Road, and at least once a year they choose to come out and go around town, go around the villages and see what is happening, what is going on, and give their blessings, give their mercy to each and every one. So just a little highlight or a little history on Padayatra in Guyana. Guyana is among the 10 first country, at least 10, maybe 5, but to be safe, among the 10 first countries in the world to start Padayatra way back in the 80s. Padayatra would have started Swami. So they would have started Padayatra with devotees from Crabwood Creek. They would have passed through all these villages, a different segment. There were different segments of Padayatra. And they reach up to Parika. That would have took from, I think, from mid-80s to mid-90s, maybe around 93, 94, they would have reached. They would have also covered number 1, number 2 Canal Wales, and then come out and go down to Parika. We never touched the Essequibo Islands and Essequibo Coast as yet with Padayatra. That's still yet to see. There are some Essequibians around, so hopefully they will want to perform Padayatra. Damodar Krishna and Mayapur Prabhu, Madhavisham Prabhu and others. They would probably take Padayatra to Essequibo at some point in time. Bhakti Swami and others. I don't know if they would have reached 100. But Guyana was participating also, so we would have did Padayatra in some villages around 97, 98, different part of the country. We would have done some short segment of Padayatra. And then here on the East Coast, 2009 to now, Padayatra became a feature, at least once a year, part of our center here in Georgetown, UG Road. 2009, their Lordship would have installed on the 25th of January 2009. On the 26th of January 2009, for 7 days, there were Padayatra from Trasby to UG Road, 7 days, stopping different village, walking on the roadside. Some places we would have go into the village, like Luziknan, we would have go at the back where the massacre took place. And like that, I think we passed through part of the village here also, came over the big bridge. Where's the big bridge? This way? From Timeri to Georgetown, in and around Georgetown, on the west coast and on the east coast, from Cane Grove, Mahaika coming out. So that's a little highlight on Padayatra. Many villages, many areas we would have covered. Probably some areas that their Lordship went, many of us probably never went before. There were some streets and some areas that they went through. And in that way, they are continually giving their benedictions, their mercy, continue to reclaim souls who are probably lost in the material world, looking for happiness, looking for gratification, looking for peace, looking for searching after satisfaction until they find their Lordship. I'm looking at my good friend at the back there. You want to stand up? Uncle Suk? Uncle Suk there, Prabhu. So he is one such individual. You can hear his testimony. You want to give your testimony? How you were transformed? Okay. But you can reach him personally and you can hear from him. You can take the opportunity to hear from him. So he, like him, there are many, many persons who were searching and were looking in different directions. They were looking in the directions of free lifestyle, smoking, any and everything, not just cigar, but any and everything, drinking, any and everything, eating, any and everything. And like that, free lifestyle. All with the intention of getting some pleasure, getting some happiness, getting some amount of peace. But there were no inner peace. We were only more in pieces rather than being at peace. So when the Lord comes out, such persons had an opportunity, and maybe transformation take place there and then, to receive the blessings, receive the benediction, receive the mercy of their Lordship, Sri Sri Paramakarna Nitai Gaurachandra. And like that, they are on the road of attaining real happiness, real gratification, real bliss, real peace, real satisfaction. So I like to additionally, Padayatra worldwide, internationally, I like to ask Hari Kirtan to quickly summarize history of Padayatra around the world, or at least in India.
Hare Krishna. So you would have already gotten a fair bit of amount of information about the history of Padayatra, especially in Guyana. But Padayatra actually originally started with Lord Chaitanya himself over 500 years ago. He would walk from various villages, chanting and dancing along with a group of many devotees, and try to spread the message of Krishna consciousness, the message of happiness, the message of peace to various villages in India, across India, North India, South India, East India, like that. And our Srila Prabhupada, the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, just before he came to the West and he started up this society that is called the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, or as we know it, the Hare Krishna movement, he would have also done a few padayatras around several villages in India in trying to preach to those villages and trying to start something there. But eventually, he realized that he really needs to start this in the West. And so he came to the West. And after many years of getting a lot of disciples, a lot of followers, eventually, Srila Prabhupada would have instructed them, what are these cars for? He said in one morning walk. What are these cars? We should get a bullock cart and pull Nitai and Gaurachandra to different villages and share their mercy. So although we had a bar attached to the front here, which two devotees would hold and pull, actually, in India, what they would do, they would have like the oxen, the male cow, they would have them pull the deities. So they would attach them, so it would be like a cart that they would pull to different villages and like that. So the first Padayatra was actually held in 1976. And Srila Prabhupada asked one of his disciples, called His Holiness Lokanath Maharaj, that's his name. He's still in charge of worldwide Padayatra today. He asked Maharaj to head this up, and that Padayatra turned out to be a great success. And so, in the future, when they were celebrating Lord Chaitanya's 500th appearance anniversary, he appeared over 500 years ago. So that year was 1986, right? So from 1984 to 1986, they did several padayatras around India, and the most prominent one being they had a Padayatra from Vrindavan to Mayapur in West Bengal. That was like the end of the Padayatra, celebrating Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birth anniversary, 500th birth anniversary. Now, with the success of that Padayatra, they were inspired in 1986, from the years 1986 to 1996, to, as Prabhupada Prabhu was highlighting earlier, to do Padayatras across the world in various countries. In honor of the 100th appearance anniversary of Srila Prabhupada, 1996 would have been 100 years since Srila Prabhupada would have taken birth in this world. And so as an offering to Srila Prabhupada, they tried to get as many countries as possible to do Padayatras. And the total number of countries that did Padayatras then, during the span of those 10 years, came up to 105 countries. Haribo! So it was a grand success, and you'll be happy to know, as Prabhu mentioned, that Guyana was one of those 5 countries, 105 countries. So like that, Padayatra has been going on in India. Since then, Padayatra has spread around the world, various countries in the West, and even in India still today, Padayatra is going on, and it's still going strong. And of course, in Guyana, we're trying our best in some humble way to carry on Padayatra, and we hope that sometime in the future we can do more Padayatras throughout the year by your blessings and cooperation. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
So I'm asking Hari Kirtan if you want to make an announcement. So in the presence of Maharaj, your permission, or your blessing at least, if not your permission, I'll beg to announce His Grace Mayapur Chandradoy Prabhu, following the footstep of His Holiness Lokanath Swami, your spiritual master. So see to it that at least once a year there is Padayatra in Guyana.
So, by some good mercy, just last night we were having a conversation, myself and Hari Kirtan Prabhu, in which we don't intend to do just one, but 2 Padayatras before the anniversary. So hopefully by our blessings and by your
They
help,
didn't say anything to me.
we'll be able to do that.
Thank you very much. So that's Mayapur Chandradoy Prabhu. So I'd like to take this opportunity at this point in time to humbly request our special guest, His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj, to please enlighten us on this occasion of our one session of Padayatra here. For those of you who don't know, Maharaj is a disciple of the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada came to the Western world in New York City and started this movement 1965-66. Maharaj is from Canada originally, now traveling many places all over the world. He's an initiating spiritual master, sannyasi of course, and he over the years would have performed tons and tons of services all over wherever he goes. He enliven devotees, enlighten and enliven devotees. He is a wonderful preacher, exemplary sadhu, we may say. So it's a pleasure for us to invite His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami to the podium to please share some thoughts with us on Padayatra Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Jai. What to do? Here I am at the microphone. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you and standing here next to 8 Gopas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hare Krishna. Great servants of the Lord. Mahindra, I just wanted to thank you. I don't know if you're around, but he's the smartest looking guy here today. Where are you? We need you here. Just want to thank him so much. He's got, no, come on over, Prabhu. Just watch both ways before you cross the street. He's one of the, I've done plays here before. I've done padiyatras. And we kind of went more the padiyatra route and dropped the plays. It took up a lot of our, time. So Mahendra, please come up here. Look, doesn't he look smart? Okay. You want to step up there, go down the catwalk? Just show your- It's beautiful. It's nice. Are you getting married? Okay. He's got rings. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you very much. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. So there's different, thank you, Bro. There's different ways to travel. And we've been traveling for a long time, according to Shastra. We have been moving around through different bodies and trying to find the right place, a right niche. So I wrote a poem about the travels of Jiva. So who is Jiva? You, me, you, anybody here, the mosquitoes. Okay, here we are. The travels of Jiva. There once was a tiny anti-material particle, not reported in any regular news article. Jiva was the name of this glowing entity who somewhat lost purpose and identity. In its wanderlust, it really liked to move, feeling as though life would then improve. Yes, Jiva was up for travel far and wide, a wish that absolutely could not be denied. The search was on with the gift to freely fly. It looked about for directions in the sky. The moon, sun, Saturn, and Mars, heavenly bodies, including the stars. Discontented there, Jiva pondered the deep blue sea and took the dive to the lowest degree. Made some peers, but defied predators. It felt too oppressed with all the competitors. It was time now to see what Earth could offer. Would life here be gentler and softer? I think not, concluded Jiva, losing hope. The pattern appeared a downward slope. Poor Jiva was running out of places, weary of bearing all too many faces, weary of wearing fur, feathers and scales, bodies of skin, fin, and long or short tails. Jiva thought hard on the current situation. Perhaps pleasure is a dream's anticipation. The place of origin was the actual paradise. Convinced of home, Jiva U-turned and thought not twice. Hare Krishna. So Padiyatra is all about traveling, going on foot, and in previous lives we've had feet, we've had the ability to crawl, slime around, and we've also had feathers in the past, wings, let's put it that way. We've had the agility to jump like a rabbit, and or like a frog. Speaking of frogs, they're here. What a nice atmosphere being here. When you were speaking, I thought, oh, look at the decorations that he had arranged. Isn't it beautiful? Here, these are like the Ganga waves. Just look at it over there. Or like the Demerara River. It's going in, it's going out. And then I was looking when the boys were singing. I thought, oh, these people are doing Hari Bols here. See, they got the two arms out, the two legs. And I was thinking Jagannath Baladev's Subhadra. The middle one has to do up a zipper. But the color coordination is really nice. And I just have to, whoever put this card together, it's a beautiful model. We see all the imagery. It's really beautiful. And it's really cool. It really is. Great coordination. The greens and the reds, kind of like Christmassy in a way. And regal colors, white for its purity. What more can you ask? Yesterday or last year, Mahendra, you had this place. Now you've got this place. What's next? Are you going to take over here? He's going to cover this place next door. Good luck to you. Yeah, the more space, the better. Where more service can be rendered. Thank you very much, Mahendra, for following in the footsteps of the great souls here, who are always thinking about new ways to share Krishna consciousness. It's been identified that we don't really have to do too much. There's 3 things that in Krishna consciousness we deliver. The first one is sacred sound, and that we do so well. Congratulations to the boys. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We also share sacred wisdom. We are teachers of Bhagavad Gita. We love to get our books out, right? And then the third thing that we deliver is prasadam, which all of you had. How was it? Was it yummy to the tummy? Okay, great. And maybe the fourth thing that we have to deliver is a lot of love. When you make your presentations, make it nice, make it sweet. Prabhupada was he wanted everything to have a nice presentation. Good-looking buildings, well-maintained, clean, neat, tidy. Even we should be looking neat. And you're always pretty good at that, Baru. Look at this. I've been way up north in Canada to see the Aurora Borealis, which is the northern lights. And it's very stunning. I've seen different versions of it. It's never the same. That's what's nice about it. And the third time that I saw the northern lights, it was like a Bengali woman's sari. It was just like made a sort of a cracking sound. And it was like a flowing sari, basically like a white laser, and it had a red border to it. It was really amazing. And usually when you see the northern lights, oftentimes green is the color. It kind of just dances in the sky with some pinks and other colors in there. And it's perhaps the closest thing you're going to get to Virat Rup, like to see the universal form. That's really humbling, to see that before you. The first time I ever saw was my walk across Canada, my second time. And I was just walking towards the west. And so to my right was the north. And there was a lake on this side of the highway and a lake on that side of the highway. And it was extremely dark. And I decided to walk. It was 1:30 in the morning. And I told my support guy in the van, I said, Madai, okay, I think that was his name at the time. I'm just not getting to sleep. So I think I'll just start walking. And whenever you're up to it, you'll just see me. I'm the only monk walking on the highway. So you won't miss me and I won't miss you. So I was just chanting japa, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this is a padayatra. You can go solo. It's not that you have to go with a bunch of gangsters, But you can go alone. But you're never alone because Krishna is there in the form of the holy name. I was walking, minding my own business, and it was bear country. Didn't see any of those guys. But I did hear loons. Do you know what a loon is? Can somebody get that online? Yeah, can you do it? And we'll put it to the microphone. It's the most haunting sound ever. Actually, it's my favorite sound. And so I have it in my notes. There was a very full, I believe it was a full moon at that time. And you could see the reflection on the lake. there was nothing. The lake was like glass. So you could see the reflection, not only on this side, but on that side of the road, because there's the lake here too. And when the loon makes the cry, it's usually a result of the play of light. So I saw this amazing, dancing lights, and I was very humbled. I thought, this is the most amazing spot I've been in this universe. Just seeing the glory of Krishna, or his energy, flashing itself. And I was the only spectator, or so it seemed. It was just beautiful. So I'm just appealing to you all to get out there, put your shoes on, put on some clothes, of course, and just walk, and touch nature. Get affected by nature and feel Krishna through those elements. And it is humbling, It's very humbling. The other day, Ram Leela and I were walking, and our support guy was Adi Purushottam from Suriname. And he would just drive ahead every kilometer. And I thought, this is ridiculous. What a waste of gas and all this stuff. Every kilometer, by the time you put your parking brakes on. And then and you get out, like we're already there. So anyways, everything was coasting along really good in our walk the other day. We're chanting our japa. And then Adi Purusham decided that I'll go a few kilometers ahead this time. And when he decided that, that's when Indra decided to. So we got showered on. And again, it was humbling. And when you wear clothes like this, the wet clothes stick to your body. Like, it's hard to, pull it off. And when I was walking in Ireland, I had that experience more than once, that I tore my dhoti. And it was very, very embarrassing, because it would tear right up to here. Right up to here. And then I had to walk through towns. Yeah. So I had concluded that they got the name wrong. It shouldn't be Ireland. It should be Indraland. Because there's just always water coming down. You have to bring an umbrella all the time. And they'll break, they'll snap on you. You've had that before. In Guyana here, you got strong winds, right? So it'll sort of break, it'll snap and go the opposite, like that, instead of go, it goes, right? And so you lose your umbrellas. You'll go through them like anything. So that is one way of travel. And, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did that kind of travel. Other great souls and saints, Ramanuja, Shankaracharya, Buddha, everybody went for a walk. And it was easy for them in those days. There were no automobiles, and there were no trucks. There were no machines that made noise, in other words. There were no machines that polluted, And, when you do walk, like now in Guyana and so on like that, you do see the odd car that's been there for about 70 years. It's all rustic, and there's ivy growing out of it. It's kind of interesting. Mother Nature is saying that, I'm going to take over here. Yeah, like that. So anyways, Padayatra and the fun of it all coming together, those who participated in any form of Padayatra get a chance to just talk about the great things that they had seen during their little, trip. For me, it's always interesting to watch the people who react to the fudge, right? And when they hear the sound of the kartals and the mridanga, for them it's like the ice cream truck guy that comes around. Oh, there's a mommy, daddy, can I get some ice cream? That kind of stuff. And so people get alerted, right? And then when we're coming along and they kind of look from a distance, and they give interesting stares, and usually we have to initiate the waving, and then they'll wave back. and sometimes when you wave, the little kids are not sure. They go. They're not sure what they're supposed to do. But when they know it, these are the fudge people, their mother tells them, and then they come, oh yeah, those people. And then they come and get it. Yeah, I'm so impressed with the way Guyanese people have responded to the fudge, to the sweets, and how they're so generous in giving. As soon as they hear us, their pockets open, their wallets open, and their persons come undone. It's kind of almost like that. I'm almost exaggerating. And it's just nice to see how there's piety here in the air. And let's help people in the sense that, because if their maya or their sense gratification is not checked by such things as chanting and reading Shastra and so on like that, it'll be very difficult for them to carry on in this world. Kali Yuga is advancing very quickly and so on like that. So we get together and we talk about relevant things. Matchita Mudgata Prana, Bodhyanta Parasparam, Katyantas Chamang Nityam, Tushanti Cha Ramanti Cha. From chapter 9 or 10 from Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's talking about what devotees do. And what do? They're thinking about the Lord. They're talking about the Lord. They're engaged in kata. And they're very committed to satisfying the Lord. Tushanti. Tushanti means to please, and Ramanti means pretty much the same thing. Like when we say Rama, Rama, it's all about joy. It's about happiness. So when we're chanting, we should be feeling a lot of beatitude, a lot of pleasure. And that's what we're here to do, to give people pleasure. And this is Saturday night, right? This is the pinnacle of people's the week. This is where they want to party and have a good time and do some chutney program. And, but I think we've got them beat. We've got a nice program here, which makes you feel good, and where you don't have to sort of go through some kind of self-destruction through alcohol and marijuana and all those other things, which are readily available. They are mainstream. And right now, kirtan is not mainstream, but we want to make it mainstream. We want to get it there to become popular, right? So that can only come about by us doing this regularly and bringing on the numbers. So now the big task ahead of us is to make more members. And that's the mandate for us to just increase our family. And during the COVID, we got a little relaxed, but that's behind us now, that crazy time. And there are other things that may have held us back from sharing Krishna consciousness. Let's get back into the spirit of the mission of Srila Prabhupada and be all gung-ho on delivering Krishna, his name, his philosophy, his food. It's all good stuff. Let's not hold back. And to be successful, we have to be very caring and kind. And once you've got won over people and they've come to join, you want to continue with your kindness. We can never be complacent and say, oh yeah, they're just one of us now. I don't have to care about them anymore. Every step of the way, we have to look after each other. We have to look at each other and say, here's somebody special. Here's somebody who's given their life to Krishna or is trying to get there. Anybody who tries to get to Krishna's lotus feet is an exceptional soul in the Kali Yuga. So let us work at these things. Let us share. Let us not be greedy and complacent and be like a miser. Prabhupada liked to use that word. Don't be a miser where you want to keep it all to yourself. No, we're supposed to deliver. So I want to thank you and your wonderful family for staging this program and all the other devotees in this community. That includes Crane as well, and Berbice, and whatever jungles are in between. May you all continue with this program. How many people are new here, like for the first time? Just out of curiosity. Is anybody new, like new to this? ISKCON stuff, the Hare Krishna stuff? Is anybody new? Okay, then the next question, is anybody old? Okay, so I think every time we have an event, we have to make sure that there's new folks, newcomers. You know, we can't just be satisfied with just us being there. We'll just get sick of each other, right? So the thing is, it's really important that you bring on new people to add to the growing family. That's the Prabhupada spirit. That's his mood. So Prabhu, do you have the call of the loon? So if you ever come up to Canada, I'll take you up north. And we'll go and hear the loons, and it's amazing. And you will feel either goosebumps will go up your arms, or you'll just feel, oh my God, is Krishna ever amazing, the sounds he creates. So let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, give volume. Okay, Haribol. I'm so happy that we can have the Canada Loon in this incorporated into this project today. So thank you very much. Please chant your rounds. Please get serious in reading. Please get serious in practicing. And please bring new people to the temples, okay? And take care of them like they're your brothers and like your sisters, and you do anything for them. So thank you very much. Haribol. Again, like we did before, raise your right hand, raise the left hand, raise the right leg, raise the left leg. I can get away with it because you can't see what's going on behind this one. Okay, thank you very much. And now let's do one more thing. Put your hand out here. Put on an angle, the right hand, and the left hand. And what you do is slowly bring them together and make a little noise. Now bring them back. Do it again, and then again, and again, and again, and again. Okay, and one more lesson. Ladies, I'm very disappointed in you. I keep coming to all the kirtans, and I tried to encourage you to do ululating, which Prabhupada encouraged, like the ladies do in Bengal. Do you know what we're talking about? Something like the sound of the bird. Okay, can I hear the ladies do that? 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. I won't look. I'm not going to leave until I hear it. Okay, guys, can you do it? 1, 2, 3, go. These are the guys should be wearing saris. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. More of that during the kirtan, especially at crescendos, when you reach heights in pitch and sound. It's really nice to do that. So, ladies, you got to start practicing. Can we start some lessons on that? Okay. All right. So, thank you very much. Haribol. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Maharaj. It was wonderful to hear you this evening. Of course, always wonderful to have you here in Guyana. This is probably Maharaj's 15th or 16th visit to Guyana in 17 years. It is quite a journey. It's a journey by itself. And within that journey, many things would have sprung out of it. Many things would have came out of it. And even here this evening, for Maharaj to take us through that journey of the jiva, the soul journey, through different species of lives, that is. Would it even be something that is touching? Sometime easily we go to satsang and we hear the Baba, or we hear, come to Hare Krishna temple and you hear, probably we have gone through 8,400,000 species of lives. When we hear that, we probably never give it a thought. But when you hear this description in the form of a poem that Maharaj would have put together, it probably sink in more that yes, maybe at some point in time I had fur or feather, and at that time we were crawling, and we had many different legs in different lifetime. We may think what good fortune come our way, that in this time around we have, these beautiful hands, 2 hands, and beautiful fingers, and 2 feet, and we have a body that is called a human form of life, a human body. And we always like to add something to that. But if it is so valuable, if it is so good, what do we do with it? What we use it for? Or what it should be used for? What is the purpose of this human form of life, we may ask. So now the jiva, the soul, after journey through all those different species, come to this level, which you can say is the highest among all the different species. We acquire human body. What are we going to do with it? How are we going to utilize it? Many times in Maharaj discourses and presentations, and even when Maharaj performed Diksha initiation, he will remind us, no meat eating. Of course, the devotee will take vows, no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no sex out of marriage. And Maharaj will add, and no gossip. So we're using this human form of life for, imagine, the most valuable among all the different species, and we're using it for that? Are we using it to see the mistakes and the faults of others? So there are so many ways we can choose. The choice is ours, because we always like to say we have free will. And we are will and free to do whatever we want to do. Yes, that is there. No one is taking away our free will. But we need to be taught, we need to be trained how to utilize this free will to really and truly free ourselves, free the soul, free the jiva, free the atma from this material entanglement, material suffering, material anxiety, material pain that we have been experiencing in this life and in many past lives. And if we miss this opportunity again, if we miss this opportunity in this human form of life, again we are running the risk of who knows what to come. Again, the jiva traversing, as Maharaj was saying. Now, intelligent means, being smart means, let us endeavor or live our lives in such a way that we make progress. Not just academically, not just to increase ourselves, our lives financially or wealth-wise, no. But that we become spiritually wealthy and wise, so that we can assure, we can guarantee ourselves that I'll deserve something better in the future, or that I am entitled of something better in the future. Let us don't misuse it. So let us put our hands again, once again, for His Holiness Bhakti Marg Maharaj, who have been here with us for the last 4 days. Tomorrow morning, Maharaj will be at our temple. He will be continuing the celebration from last Thursday. Maharaj would have put forward a wonderful presentation, glorification of their Lordship. He had a few more to share with us. He will continue tomorrow morning, so don't miss that opportunity. Tomorrow morning, 10:30, not later than 10:30, you reach at the Hare Krishna Study Center. At least spend 2 hours with us, and you'll get an opportunity to participate or partake or receive all 3 or 4 of those practices that Maharaj just outlined. You'll get an opportunity to chant or to sing or to glorify. You get an opportunity to hear discourses, philosophical discourses, the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Srimad Bhagavad Puran. You get an opportunity to taste the sumptuous meal. We say, come and take a hot meal with us, hot lunch with us, every Sunday, lunchtime. And you will have an opportunity to dance and mix with everyone here and more. So don't miss tomorrow morning at the temple. And then tomorrow afternoon, Maharaj will be over West Coast, the Korean Hare Krishna temple. So like that will wind up Maharaj's visit here for this time around. Hopefully, we'll see Maharaj again back in Guyana very soon. In Vedic style, they say very soon. So thank you very much. We continue with the program, and to continue, we have Nimai Sundar wants to tell us something. Let's hear what he has for us. So Nimai Sundar is the son of Madhava Krishna Gopal and our dear Shukararupa Mataji. So let's hear what he has for us, and then you can decide at the end.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Matajis, Prabhus, Maharaj. I have a song here. It's entitled Walk the Walk. Ready? They keep a close watch on these hearts of ours. Agor nitai, like walking more than cars. No time to fuss, fret, pout, or even balk. We don't just talk, we walk the walk. To Gaur Nitai, it's so easy to be true. They pick you up even when you're feeling blue. So chant and dance and grow your creeper stock. We don't just talk, we walk the walk. Throughout the dark of night and light of day, we'll keep them on our minds, that is the way. To taste the bliss that makes all people gawk. We don't just talk, we walk the walk. They have their ways to keep us on their side. For Gaur Nitai, our love we just can't hide. And Prabhupada, he'll watch us like a hawk. He walks his talk, he walks the walk. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much.
You walk the talk. Put your hands together for Nimai once again. Haribol, Hare Krishna. So Har Kirtan and Mayapur and boys have something they want to present to us. So let's see what they have for us before we invite Sachisuta Prabhu to do a little vote of thanks. And then we will go for the Artik and Prashadam. So Sachisuta, they want to put you on the spot. They're saying you do vote of thanks first, and then they will do what they want to do. So you wouldn't have to thank them, so you get loose a little in terms of, you know.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Gaur Nitai ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami Maharaj ki Jai. So Hare Krishna, as I stand here, I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of all the devotees of the Hare Krishna Study Center, beginning with Prabhupada Prabhu and his team, the workers, and many others, for once again organizing this wonderful event here this evening, the Yatra Festival. Of course, we want to thank our host once again. Last week we had a wonderful program, and of course, even better evening of satsang. We want to thank Mahendra Prabhu and his family for his workers, his staff for so nicely organizing this venue here so that we all can, be for the Padayatra and also to take in the cultural side and to understand the significance of Padayatra and how, we can all, make our contributions in the form of sharing Krishna consciousness with others so that, we can spread Srila Prabhupada's glories far and wide. We also like to thank everyone who came out this evening for, beginning for all those who came for the walk, beginning at Mandripo's market and, everyone who was there for the kirtan, all the devotees who assisted with distributing prasadam, flyers, and reaching out with many on the street side. We would like to express thanks to Radhakishore Prabhu, Partha Prabhu, and his team for preparing the wonderful feast and arranging for prasadam to be here. We'd like to thank all the staff from Dev's Promotional Products for, assisting with the arrangements here and assisting with transportation, the cart, and to get everything ready, to have the booths set up and everything that is there. Let us put our hands together for those devotees. Also, we would like to thank everyone who participated in the stage program this evening, beginning from Maharaj. Maharaj, thank you very much for being here and to give your blessings this evening in this wonderful village of Mandripo. And the Kirtanwalas, all the Kirtaners, Mayapur Prabhu, Hari Kirtan, Damodar Maula Prabhu, Govinda Prabhu, and others. We also thank everyone who made presentations. I came in a little late, and just before, as Prabhu mentioned, tomorrow will be the last day. We're going to have Maharaj's Association. So please do take advantage of it to join us on this visit. Last day on this visit, we want to make it pronounced, and so that we all pray that Maharaj will be here back with us very soon. That is the mood. Hare Krishna. So finally, we want to thank Prabhupada Prabhu for being like the driving force behind all of these wonderful programs and coordinating, advertising, and trying to have us all engaged so that we can all, as we celebrate and we honor the 15th installation anniversary of their Lordship, Shri Shri Paramakaranitai Gaurachandra, that their Lordships, that they can become more established in our hearts, their presence can be felt throughout this country, and that we can continue to be their eternal servants. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much, Sachi Sutta Prabhu. Somehow the other Sachi Sutta Prabhu understand himself these days with these things. You don't have to give him, previously if you have to give somebody to do a vote of thanks, you have to give them a list, who and what to say and like that. But Sachi Sutta becomes so good at these days that he don't even have to be here to know who to thank and what to do. So thank you very much, Sachi Sutta Prabhu. Of course, generally we like to thank everyone, the neighbors here and everyone else who would have participated in so many different ways. We may not be able to mention each and every one of you names. Devotees came from Barbees, West Coast, all over East Coast, and participate in so many different ways. So thank you all very much. Put your hands together for all those wonderful devotees and villagers, neighborhood, everyone who would have assisted and participated and even tolerated us. So at this point in time, we'd like to ask Mayapur and boys to let's see what they have for us. I wouldn't say anything much. You try to figure out what they want to give us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, bear with us, right? We haven't done the rehearsal for this in a while, but we're still presenting it. And we're presenting it with your help, so you'll please clap and assist us. And please make sure we do properly and nicely, right? So we'll be presenting to you, you're allowed to laugh, just in case. And we're presenting to you the songs of the Mridanga. Mridanga is a traditional instrument used in West Bengal. In this part of the world, many of us might more know what we call dholak or tabla. And this is this is very sweet. I'm sure a lot of you have heard it and like it before. So we're just going to be presenting some of the mantras which we use in everyday kirtan and which is very, very pleasing to everybody. And hopefully by this little service, Nitai Gaurachandra will be pleased and we can continue our services. Hare Krishna.
The girls and Matajis are expected to make that song. Actually, when it comes from you, it becomes very auspicious. It's a practice, especially in Bengal, but now all over India and even all over the world. Now you can hear, like just now you heard Radhadesh Melo going on. And if you look at some of the kirtan online, you will hear the girls and the Matajis in those kirtan will make this very special song. So at this point in time, we'd like to humbly request everyone to please stand for the beautiful Artik, maybe the first Artik that will perform here at Mahendra's new location, new place here. So we'd like to ask the Pujari to sing the Kanchal, and I will accompany the Artik with Kirtan, and you'll get an opportunity to also dance in this Kirtan for the pleasure, not for our pleasure, but for the pleasure of their Lordship. And if you wish, you can come forward a little closer, no problem, for the Artik. Thank you. Hare Krishna. And of course, before you leave, across the street, they are serving Bhojan. They have some books and some calendars and some other special tokens that you may want to check out. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Hare Bol. Sheshi Parmakana Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine. Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Namaste Shivaya Jaya Gaura Chandir Arotiko Shobha Aja Navitata Vane Jagadanamola Navitata Vane Jagamanalobha Dakini Thai Chand Bombay Godadhara Dakini Thai Chand Bombay Godadhara Anika Teya Dvaita Srini Vasa Chatradara Vosi Ache Gaura Chandra Ratna Singhasane Vosi Ache Gaura Chandra Ratna Singhasane Arati ko Rina Brahma Adi Devagane Nara Hari Adi Kori Chamar Dulaya Nara Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Goshadigaya Shankar Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Bhaje Koratala Shankar Bhaje Shankar Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Bhaje Koratala Shankar Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Bhaje Koratala Oh, Madhura Amridanga Bhaje Paramara Sala Bahukoti Chandrajini Vadan Ujbala Gulla Deshe Vanamala Kurichala Mala Shiva Shuka Anarada Prime Goda Goda Shiva Shuka Anarada Prime Goda Goda Bhaka Devi no da deke Gora Rasampada Gaurangeya Roti Soba Jagat Jana Manalobha Gaurangeya Roti Soba Jaga Jana Manalobha Ya Roti Soba Gaurangeya Roti Soba Jaga Jana Manalobha Jaga Jana Manaloba Jaga Jana Manaloba Jaga Jana Manaloba Jaga Jana Manaloba Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Godadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Bri Prajika Charya Sattara Sattva Sisivat Hildavine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami Prabhupada Ki. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Bri Prajika Charya Sattara Sattva Sisivat Hildavine Grace Bhakti Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki. Nama Charishal Haridas to Gurki Prem Sigal Sikh Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Siyat Vaita Gadada Shivasri Gaura Bhakta Brinda Ki Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunde Giri Govardhan Ki Sri Vrindavan Dham Ki Navadvipa Mayapurudam Ki Shri Ayodhya Dham Ki Gangamai Ki Yamunamai Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Tulsi Devi Ki Hari Nam Sankirtan Ki Brihat Mridanga Ki Samaveda Bhakta Brinda Ki. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. Glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. Glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. Glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pitaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami.
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravari Acharine Nirvishesha
Okay, thank you. Namaste Narasimhaya. Hey! Pralada Lada Dayane. Hiranya Kashi Purabhaksha Ashilatam Kana Kalaye Ito Nrsing Aparato Nrsingo To Yato Yato Yamita To Nrsinga Bagirin Singo, Ridayen Singo Narasingam Mading Charanang Parpade Savagar Kamalapare Nakam Adbhuta Sringang Kalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu bringa Desha Badrita Narari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadisha Re. On the beat, on the beat. Jaya Jagadish Hare, Jaya Jagadish Hare, Jaya Jagadish Hare. Keshavadrita Narari Rupa, Jaya Jagadish Hare, Jaya Jagadish Hare, Jaya Jagadish Hare. Hey! Oh! Jaya Jagadish Hare, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo namaha. Namo namaha. Aha. 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 Haribo. One more time. One more chance.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Maharaj. Let us all put our hands together once again for His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami to be here with us. And to thank their Lordship, Sri Sri Paramakarna Nitai Gaurachandra, to bless us with such wonderful personality as His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami. To thank their Lordship also to agree to come out with us here earlier this afternoon leading to this evening. And please come tomorrow morning to see them at the temple. They will be in their beautiful altar. So I'd like to humbly request each and every one of us here, especially the boys and some of the girls, to help Mahendra, Sachi Sutta, Hari Kirtan and others winding up, pack away everything, get it into the vehicles and get it back at the temple tonight so that tomorrow morning we can have a smooth flow. So get the cantors ready. Madhavisham Prabhu and maybe Sachi Sutta or Sanjaya, whoever wants to take responsibility. There's 250 of these chairs, and there's 20 of these tables. So please, and there's some barricade. The deities also have to go back, and almost everything that are here have to reach back. Prabhupada ki jai. Include the lights and decorations also. So take prasadam, take bhojan into your fully satisfaction, and then come back to assist in winding up. Hare Krishna.